Dear students, welcome you all for the sixth session of second chapter of Financial Management 2, sixth semester, Bangalore University. So in this session, we are going to discuss one illustration on working capital management. So my presentation will be, so first I will discuss the illustration, then we will work out the solution. So this is the illustration. Prepare an estimate of working capital requirement of a manufacturing concern from the details furnished below relating to the year 2014-15. So it's a old problem here, but don't worry. So what is important is how we work out this, or how we calculate the working capital requirements. So we have to calculate working capital requirement for one cycle. So they have given the information here. Sales. So here 3 months credit period is there. Total sales is 48 lakh. Then raw material 18 lakh. Wages 10,80,000, manufacturing overheads 4,80,000, administrative overheads 1,20,000, then sales promotion 1,20,000, then income tax payable. So they have given the nature how they are paid. Okay, that is also very important for us for working capital. This is very important. Amount plus how they are paid. So then income tax payable 1 lakh. Then company enjoys 1 month credit from the suppliers. So they get the creditors is 1 month. 1 month they are paid after 1 month. Then it maintains 2 months of stock of raw materials. So raw material will remain in stock for 2 months, and also finished goods will remain in stock for 2 months. So cash balance is maintained at 50,000. Assume 10% for contingency. So if there is any contingency, we have to provide 10% of the total working capital. Okay. Now let's analyze this problem. Okay, this is working capital calculated from components of working capital requirements. So if you go to the components of working capital requirement, so what is required for us is the stock of raw material, work in progress, and finished goods. Okay, so inventory is 3 types: the raw material, work in progress, and finished goods. So raw material they have given here. Okay, we can easily calculate. Then work in progress, there is no information about work in progress here. So they will clearly give how much work is in process. Okay, how much time, 15 days or 10 days or 1 week. So that information is not there. So we need not calculate at all. Then finished goods information is given 2 months, but how much is the finished goods? It is not mentioned here. So we have to calculate how much is the finished goods. So how to calculate finished goods? Very simple. So you add all this: raw material, wages, and manufacturing overhead, administrative overhead. So up to here. So total administrative overhead. So all these expenses, if you add, you will get the finished goods. Because finished goods means what? You take the raw material, you convert that raw material into finished goods. So to convert that, you require certain direct expenses: wages, administrative, and manufacturing. So you take all these things, and you will get the this for finished goods. Then selling related expenses will not come here because it will be calculated for debtors. Okay, so for debtors, sales promotion expenses will come. So next comes debtors itself. So debtors, they have given the credit period, that is 3 months, but we cannot calculate debtors on sales. It should be always calculated on cost of sales. So that is cost of production. So what is cost of production? We have arrived at finished goods. If you add sales promotion expenses, you will get the cost of production or cost of sales. For that, we have to calculate the debtors. So only 2 items we have to calculate. So rest of the items are given as it is, we have to take. Now let's work out this problem. So heading, we have to write statement showing computation of working capital requirement. Then first one is current assets. So under current assets, first one is inventory. So I have to write here inventory. So under inventory, first one is stock of raw material. So whether a stock of raw material is given in the problem, so it is given in the problem. So just we have to calculate. So how much is the stock of raw material? Please look at the problem. So raw material is how much? It is total 18 lakh. Raw material purchased is 18 lakh. So we can calculate here 18 lakh into. So what is the credit period given? Sorry, not credit period, stock of raw materials will remain in stock for how many days? It is given at the end of the problem. We can look at the problem. It is 2 months. So 2 divided by total number of months in a year is 12. So how much we will get? So that we have to write down outer column. So 18 lakh into 2, 18 lakh into 2 divided by 12. So I think it is 3 lakh. Okay. Then we have to calculate work in progress. So work in progress, no information is there. So no information, it's nil. Need not write this. Then comes finished goods. So how much is the finished goods? So finished goods information is not there. Now we have to calculate. So as I've told you how to calculate that. So let's calculate this. So I already written working notes on calculation of finished goods. So let's calculate. So first what you have to do is we have to add all the expenses, that is raw material. That is how much raw material? That is 18 lakh. Then second one is wages. How much is the wages? 10 lakh 80,000. Then third one, manufacturing expenses. How much is manufacturing expenses? It's 4 lakh. $80,000. Then administrative expenses. How much is the administrative expense? It is 1 lakh 20,000. So you total it. So how much you will get? So total is the how much is the total? Can you tell me? Yes, it is 5 lakh. Sorry, not 5 lakh. So total is 34 lakh 80,000. So this is the total value of the finished goods. So we have calculated total value of the finished goods. Now let's come here. So finished goods is how much? So 34 lakh 80,000. Now how many months finished goods are in stock? It is again 2 months. So 2 divided by 12. Now how much is the value of finished goods? So calculate, it is 5 lakh 80,000. Okay. Now the second one is debtors. So again debtors information is not there. It is given 3 months credit period, but sales is given. We cannot calculate on sales. So we have to calculate the cost of production or cost of sales. Let's again calculate working notes. I'll copy this because it is the same as. So here same as calculation of finished goods, but one thing we have to add. What is that? Is sales promotion. So selling expenses we have to add sales promotion. So how much is the sales promotion? It's given in the problem. Sales promotion is again 1,20,000. So what is the total of this? So total is 36 lakh. Sorry. So 36 lakh is the value of the debtors. Now we can easily calculate how much is the debtors here. So debtors, how many months is the credit period? It is 3 months. It is given at the beginning itself. So 36 lakh into 3 months is the credit period. Total months is 12. So calculate how much it is. So how much it is? It is, I think it is 9 lakh. Okay. Now debtors over. Then any other current assets you can see in the problem? Yes, there are current assets. So what is that current assets? You can easily go to the problem and we can see. Is there any current assets? Sorry. Okay, see here, arrears means what? Arrears means outstanding, right? Outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses will be a liability. Again, administrative expenses is a outstanding liability. Sales promotion payable 3 months in advance, so that means it is a current assets, so it is paid 3 months in advance, so only one current asset is there. Then finally cash balance is 50,000, so let us write that. So prepaid sales promotion expense, so that is how much? 1,20,000 into how much we have to take? 3 months, so 3 divided by 12, so it is how much here? 30,000. Then finally fourth one, so whatever the current assets are there, we have to take, we have to find out and you have to take. So cash balance, so how much is the cash balance? It is given 50,000. Okay, then now we have arrived at total current assets. Now B1 is current liabilities. So current liabilities, what are the current liabilities? First one, as per the format we have discussed, creditors. Is there creditors? Yes, there is a creditor, because creditors given a credit period of 1 month. So on which we have to calculate the credit is the question now. So creditors means, so when we purchase the raw materials, there are creditors, we get the credit period, right? So on raw materials we have to calculate. So how much is the raw material? It's given in the problem, it is 18 lakh. So into how much is the credit period given? It's 1 month into 12 months. So how much is that? So it is, if we calculate, 1,50,000. Then is there any other liability? Yes, there are lag in payment, we have seen, right? Lag in payment in the sense outstanding payments, so wages. Then manufacturing, administrative overheads, so 1 month in arrears, so that means this month will be paid in the next month, so we are keeping outstanding. So 3 liabilities are there that we will write here, we'll write fast. So lag in payment of wages, total wages is how much? Total wages is 10,80,000 into how much is the lag in period? That is wages are lagged for 15 days, so that means, so 1 month means, so 15 days means 0.5, so that is 0.5 divided by 12, so we will get how much? So it is, calculate 45,000. Then lag in manufacturing expenses, total is 4,80,000. So how many months they are lagged? That is 1 month. So calculate how much is the expenses, that is 40,000. Then administrative expenses are lagged for how many months? So how much are administrative? 1,20,000 into, again it is 1 month lag in period, so total is 10,000. Let's go to the problem now. So everything is over, sales promotion we have taken. Now income tax payable. Payable means what? Yet to be paid, so it's a liability, we have to again take income tax. So fifth one, so many liabilities here. Income tax payable, how much is the income tax payable? So there is no calculation here, directly we have to take 1 lakh. So I think almost over. Now let us total the current assets, total. And so total all the current assets, so we'll get how much? So total current assets is 18,60,000. Now what is total current liabilities? It is 1,50,000. I think it is 3,45,000. So we have got current asset and current liability. Now difference between two is working capital. Let's go to the next slide. So statement showing competition working continued here. So current assets we have found out. Now minus that with current liability. So 18,60,000 minus 3,45,000. So total figure is 15,15,000. Okay. Now they have also told to add contingencies. How much contingencies we have to add? So 10% for contingencies we have to take. So that is for emergencies fund, or for any unuseful situations. The company will keep 10% of their total balance as contingencies. So that has to be minused. So how much is that? 15,15,000 into 10%. So that is 1,51,500. So then if you add this, then this is your total working capital. Working capital requirement for the concern or organization is how much? 16,66,500 is the total working capital required. So this is how we have to calculate working capital requirement under components of working capital methods. So one thing we have done is we have calculated the finished goods because it is not there in the problem. Work in progress, they are not given any information, that's we have not touched that. Then another thing what we have found out is debtors. So these two things we have, why debtors we have calculated, because it should be calculated on the cost of goods sold. So this is cost of goods sold. So it should be calculated on the cost of goods sold, not on sales. So that's why we have calculated cost of goods sold is 336 lakhs. So that's all from this slide. So thank you for watching this video.